Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'll show you how to draw a knight in Adobe Illustrator. So let's get right into it. So what we first have to do is you have to go to the shape tool and we have to start off with the ellipse tool. The shortcut is L, by the way. And you have to create a circle that fits for its size. Now we'll make it a little small so I can add his body later on. And okay, I'll think about here. Okay, so we need to, over here on the appearance, we need to set the stroke to none and set the fill to a nice gray, whatever type of gray you like. So that I'd do it like that. And next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create the rectangle tool, which is his eyes. We're gonna create his eyes, but we first need the rectangle tool. The shortcut is M. We need to go from this side, create a rectangle, a little thin, to this side, and there we go. And then we're gonna set the fill to a little more darker gray, like that. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create another rectangle, just like this. So, and I'm gonna make it darker, just like that. Now I'm gonna click on it and do Control C, and then we just copied it. So next, what we want to do is do Control V, and there we go. We have another one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place it onto this one and use the right arrow key and hold it just like that and place it there. Then we're gonna do Control V again, and I'm gonna place it on this one. Make sure it's nice and aligned, just like this. And now you wanna make it move it a little more now, just like that. Oh, I think that's a little too up. And just like that. So we're just gonna keep on doing that. Keep on doing Control V, moving it. Control V. You don't actually have to put it over and over again. It'll show from this point to that point. So, and one last one. There we go. So now we have his eyes and his head. Next we're gonna do is we're gonna create his hair on top up here. To do that, we're gonna go to the Curvature Tool, the shortcut, and let me show you the shortcut. Let me just type this to 100 BPM. Okay, so we're gonna do Shift plus. Oh yeah. Okay, so let me look at it. If you see that, Shift plus this. So just like that. So we're gonna take that. And that's the formula. So let me just delete this. Okay, so that's the formula. Use Shift plus this, whatever it is. So you have to hold that. So if I do it, boom, I have it right over here. So now I'm gonna create a little hair. So to do that, I'm gonna tap all around. Make sure it's always unique. And okay, so we got something unique. I'm gonna place it a little forward. Then I'm gonna set the fill to red. Now, what we're gonna do is I wanna shape this a little more. A little more higher. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of these, Control Copy, Control C, Control V. So now we have another one, just like that. I'm gonna place it right over here. And by the way, you can do this on paper. I'll show the instructions on paper when I'm done with the Adobe Illustrator version. So now we're gonna click on this, left click, and what you're gonna do, we're gonna go to range and go to send to back. The shortcut is Shift, Control, and so let me show you. Shift plus Control, and oh yeah, this one. Okay, so this, if you hold this while selecting an object, it'll go all the way to the back. So you'll have this right in the back. So what you want to do is lower this down a little bit, select this, and make it a little darker if you want, but I'm just going to set it like just like that, because that's how I like it. And there we go, we got his head. Now we need to work on his body. So what we're going to do is go back to the Ellipse tool, the shortcut is L again, and I'm going to hold Shift, create a circle this big. Then I'm going to create a dark color, a dark slide of dark gray, and I'm going to move it over here. And same thing, remember the formula I just gave you? You're going to do that. That's going to be sending it to back. Now I'm going to do Control C and Control V, so we'll have another one. And same thing, I'm going to go to that object and do send to back, so I'm going to send it to back by using the same formula. And there we have both of them. So these are going to be his shoulder pads for his arms. So what we're going to do for his arms is that I'm going to go over to the rectangle tool, and I'm just going to create a rectangle. That's going to be his arm. And I want to set the fill to a lighter gray. Let's see, this gray. Okay. And I'm going to go to the rotate tool. The shortcut is R. And I'm going to click on this and rotate it. So what I'm going to do, select the object first, then go to the rotate tool. And I'll rotate it for his arms. So I'm just going to do it. Let's see. And let me rotate this a little more. Let me see if I can send this to back. So let's first do send to back. Oh, okay, that works. That actually works. Okay. So now we have that. This side, he's going to be holding a shield on this side. So we're just going to leave this alone. And we're going to work on this one. So next we're going to create his hand. What I'm going to do that is go back to the Ellipse tool. The shortcut is L. And I'm actually going to create a circle. And make it just a little darker. Just a little darker. So that's where he's going to hold his pole. So to do that, I'm going to go to the rectangle tool. And I want to make a sort of thin, about this thin, and make it nice and tall. And then I'm going to fill it to a very dark brown. And now I'm going to use the same formula that's going to send it to back again. And now it looks like he's going to hold it. So now he has his pole. We have to create the spiky thing on the top. So to do that, we're going to go to the star tool. There's no shortcut for it. So it's right over here. And you have to left click, right click, and then you'll find the star tool and all the other tools too. So now I'm going to create a star, and then I'm going to right click on it, just left click on it, and there will be something called star, and it's going to say radius 1 and radius 2. Now you don't have to do anything with radius 1 and radius 2, but you can do with the points. So you're going to set the points to 3, and then you're going to click on OK, and you have one of these. And I'm just going to leave this right over here, and we can delete that star because we don't need it anymore. Now I'm going to place it, and then hold Shift and lower it down. And then we're going to place it right on top. There. Now I'm going to fill it to a gray. And there we go. So now he has his pole, and he's holding it. Next, we're going to create the shield. But first, we need to create his body before we do anything else. to do that, we need to go to the rectangle tool. The shortcut is M. And I'm going to go from here, create a nice long body. Let's say about here. Yep, this works. So now we're going to go to arrange and send to back. Another way, same formula, it'll send it to back. There. But we're also going to change the color. But not the color of the shoulders. Just one step away. There. Now we're going to create his shield now. So to do that, we're going to go back to the star tool. And we're going to create another triangle. So now it actually turned into a triangle anymore, not a star. And I'm just going to make one big one by holding shift. I'm making a big one. Oh, that's big. Yep. Now I'm going to use the rotate tool. But another way is selecting it and go to its corners very close, and then there'll be something for rotating it, just like this. So you can move your mouse to rotate it. I'm going to rotate it nice and straight, about 329.31 degrees. There we go. I'm going to place that right here, just like that. Now I'm going to fill it to whatever color you want. But what I'm going to do is put it to a nice red, and I'm actually going to make it a little darker, the red, like that. And we can add any logo on it. But what I'm going to do for making a logo is going to the line segment tool. The shortcut is a barcode. So this is what I'm talking about. So to get to that line tool, you need to click on that. So to do that, I'm just going to click on that, and you see, I'm on the line tool now. So now I'm going to create one X. So to create an X, I'm going to create one here. Set the stroke to gray, and set the fill to the same gray. And now I'm going to set the appearance, the points, thick. I'm going to do that same. And I'm just going to duplicate that with Control-C, Control-V. And I'm going to put it where that line is. And I'm just going to rotate it the other way. Same thing, if you go right next to the points, it will go just like that. So now we have the X. We can place it right on there. Oh, I think it's too big, so I need to lower it down. So now we can just select both of this, place it on this. There we go. So now we're going to create his feet for last. So to do that, we're going to go back to the rectangle tool. The shortcut is M. And just like that, we're going to create one leg, and the other is going to have another leg. And I'm going to set the stroke to none. And again, make a darker gray, like not the color of this chest. You're going to make the color just one step darker than the chest. So now we're going to Control-C, Control-V, and we'll have another one, just exact same thing. But on this one, you're gonna do the formula, the center back formula, so it can be behind this because it's cutting a little edge off of it. So I'm just gonna pick this a little up, by the way, or maybe just a little down. Yeah, just that's perfect. So now we're gonna create his little shoes. So to do that, it's pretty easy. Just creating a rectangle and filling it to a dark gray. And then I'm going to do Control-C, Control-V, have another one of this. And I'm just going to place it right next. And there we go. So we have the knight in Adobe Illustrator. So really quick, we can group this whole thing so we never lose it. So I'm going to select the whole thing, and you'll see a lot of things. And you're going to left click, right click, and there'll be something called group. You just want to click on that, and there's no shortcuts to it, so you actually have to right click it and all those group things. So now when we hold down one piece, the whole thing moves. So that is how to do it in Adobe Illustrator. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new document, and I'm gonna teach you how to draw it on paper. So to do that, to demonstrate it in Adobe Illustrator for drawing it on paper, I'm just gonna do it on the paintbrush tool. I know it's very hard because I'm using a mouse, but you guys will be doing fine. So yeah. So you need your gray pencil, and you just want to draw a circle. So you just want to draw a circle like that, and mine will get all the edges because I'm using Adobe Illustrator. But you guys can draw a perfectly circle, so yeah. So you'll have a circle, and what you want to do is color that circle in with the same pencil. So just like that, you need to color it in. Now you're gonna go draw a rectangle. Yep. But now, before you draw it, you want to make sure you're using a darker gray. You can use your pencil for this because it's also gray. And I'm just gonna draw a rectangle for you guys. So just like that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna fill that rectangle with the same pencil. Like that. So now what you wanna do is you're gonna create squares. So to do that, I'm gonna set the stroke to very dark or very dark. And you guys can do it with just a pencil, the same thing. So now you're just gonna draw a rectangle. Oh, it's pretty hard. And now you're gonna draw that rectangle over and over again. But you're gonna draw it in different places. One here. These look like watermelon seeds. So now, hey, that gave me an idea. I'm gonna draw a funny watermelon in the next video. That's just making an idea. So yeah, I'm gonna make a watermelon in the next video. So there we go. So we're gonna create his eyes, and now we have his face. Now what we're gonna draw is his hair. But before we do that, we're gonna draw the holder. So to do that, we're just gonna sketch out a little square like that. There we go. And now what we're gonna do is just gonna create a red hair. So I'm gonna set the stroke to red. So get your red pencil and draw a fluffy red sort of like cloud. And then you're gonna color that red too. And then you'll have his hair. Now you're gonna create his shoulders. So it might be on the front. So I'm gonna use actually the Eclipse tool. Maybe not. No, I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna set the stroke to a very dark gray. So get your gray pencil. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a circle. And then you're gonna fill it in. Just like that. Now you want to draw another circle on the other side. And you can just pause this video whenever you need to. So now that you finish your shoulders, let's get into his hands. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna leave this, and you can cut out a paper circle, and you're gonna make it just like that and stencil it out. But now that you just draw it, I'm just gonna use it just like that. So we're gonna go to the paintbrush tool again, and you're gonna get your light gray pencil, and you're gonna draw his hand, and then you're gonna fill his hand in. The same pencil, just like that. Next, you want to create a circle. So you're gonna draw a circle and make it just like this. There we go. And we're just gonna create this and fill it in. So you're gonna color it in, and just like that. So now, what you want to do next is you're gonna first just leave it like this. And so I'm gonna leave this drawing on the side. So don't draw this yet. And next, what you want to do is you're gonna create with the rectangle tool. But I'm actually not gonna use the rectangle tool. I'm just gonna go to stroke and set it to a very dark brown. So you're gonna take a dark brown pencil, and now you're gonna draw a rectangle just like that. And now you want to fill it to a dark gray. So not a dark gray, no, just a dark brown. So that's what you're gonna draw. That's what you're gonna draw on. So that's what you're gonna draw with paper. And what you're gonna do is, you're gonna draw a little arrow. So you're gonna go at the top, and I'm drawing with mouse, so it's the worst thing in the world. But I'm just gonna place this down a little like this, so you can draw like right here. And now you want to fill that triangle in. Okay, now we're gonna create his body. So to do that, we're gonna go to the rectangle tool, and oh yeah, I forgot, not using the rectangle tool. Now I'm gonna take one of the darker things. You can use the pencil for this one actually, and you're just gonna draw a rectangle just like that, and you're gonna color that in. So now that he has his body, we're gonna create his feet, but let's just work with the shield first. So as you can see in the Adobe Illustrator one, over here on the shield, we created a shield. So I'm gonna do that same replica over here. So I'm just gonna draw using a stroke. I'm gonna draw a light red this time, just for fun. And okay, again, worst drawing ever on mouse, but I'm actually gonna take this, put it together, and what you can do is draw the whole thing. You don't actually have to do this. And you're gonna fill that in, just like that. Okay, that's not big enough. Totally there. Okay, next you're gonna create his feet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw his feet by drawing just like this. So I'm gonna X out. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a stroke just like this, and just draw like that. And actually draw it with the darker pencil, just like that. And you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna color that in. And now you're gonna draw another one. So you're gonna draw another one. It's like this. And there we go. So now, last of all. Oh, I literally forgot about his hand. Why did I leave it there? Okay, so the last thing of all is his shoe. So to create that, we're gonna draw a little rectangle. That could be light. And there we go. So now I'm gonna set this to a light. Just like that. Now you're gonna make one more and draw it over here. And there you go. So now you have a knight in Adobe Illustrator, a very clean one, and your own knight with drawn by hand. So this is a tutorial on how to draw a knight in Adobe Illustrator or by hand.